Hello, hello. How's it going?
Hey Cam, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Where's the pop out button?
Uh,
There we go.
well, I'm actually here to talk to you about anger issues, surprisingly
No,
enough.
I can't get out of it. All right. See, what you're saying is that temperance and emotional discipline are the only way to do door-to-door canvassing because you don't want to fight with the voters
True. If you have anger issues, you can work through them by fighting the fascists. That's what I'm here to say.
at the ballot box. Obviously,
At the ballot
we
box,
would
yes.
never endorse anything
No.
beyond that. It's a delight to speak to you again. It's been a little while.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me on. It has been a minute. We have some really exciting stuff coming up in Progressive Victory. And thanks for giving me the opportunity to come here and talk about it.
Yeah, I'm very happy to discuss it. Obviously, after the amazing work that's been done, I've also done equal work partnering with Reactionary Victory. I don't want to be accused of being partisan, so I have to keep the
Absolutely.
playing field level. No, please, the people in my audience, as we've established, have no discipline and no attention span. So we need to get on this politics thing. Tell me about it. It's
Politics. It's dumb, it's important, and you can be involved.
I've seen a
We are
shirt
having,
with that on it.
yeah, like one or two. I don't know. I heard that somewhere. Um, we have an all hands meeting this Saturday. It is going to be at uh, 3 p.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. if you're on the East Coast, 5 p.m. if you're Central like me. Um, and we are going to be talking about all of the great stuff that we have coming up. Super exciting. If you are someone who was involved in the midterms, if you're someone who's never been involved in Progressive Victory, you're someone who's, you've been in the server here and there, this is the time to get back involved, to be engaged. We have some awesome, exciting summer projects coming up, and we want you to vote. We are asking everyone in the community to come forward and to vote on which of these projects they want to put their actions towards. What has y'all, most fired up, most concerned about? We haven't announced this yet, so sneak peek exclusive for the Vaush streamers. Um, we are going to be voting on some proposals dealing with healthcare, specifically single payer. One of the proposals deals with how we can fight against transphobic bills that are being put forward in these red states and fight at the state level. And then another is about how we can make sure that these swing states swing our way. So super exciting. And maybe phone banking, maybe canvassing, maybe that's not your jam, that's not your vibe. I get it, totally understand. I personally love them, but I get it if you don't. There's a million other ways to get involved with our community. We're going to be talking more about all of them at the
Yeah,
meeting.
I want to jump in super quick to say just to reinforce
Go.
that again, and I mean this. I'm still telling the truth. No negative feedback from anyone involved with Progressive Victory from any email or message that I've gotten, which at this point numbers in the high dozens to possibly over 100 of people willfully messaging me to say, "Yeah, that was a lot of fun." Which if you want to extrapolate that broadly, I think that translates into a 100% guarantee that you will have a good time. Seriously, everyone seems to. I cannot recommend getting involved enough, and there is so much work to be done leading up to 2024 and beyond. This is an enduring project.
Absolutely. And we are building our coalition, strengthening the community before we get down to business in 2024. There's a lot to be done this year, a lot of cool stuff on the horizon, but it is all leading up to and building us up for the next year and the year after and the year after. Um, and no, 100%. There is I mean, it's such a great time. You meet so many new people, make so many friends across the country, and then just right in your neighborhood, finding people that are progressive or that um, are wanting to get involved that you maybe didn't realize were just in your town down the street, 5 minutes away. Um, so great way to meet friends, touch grass, or if you would prefer to phone bank, stay online, stay in your basement. That's cool. I like my basement. It's where I spend most of my day. Uh, so yeah, if you want to get involved, you want to come to the all hands, learn more about how to get involved, how to use your unique talents and skills to get involved. Um, gonna keep saying getting involved 10 million times, you can go to progress.win/Vaush, and it'll bring you to the sign up for this super cool and exciting all hands meeting.
Yeah, it's too early out at this moment, I think, to know where all of the key races are going to be, like, as things settle. So it's more a matter, I think, of getting the infrastructure in place and making sure that people are ready to leap on the opportunities as we see them. Have you, out of curiosity, because I imagine you keep up with electoral stuff more than I do, even. Uh, the latest news: Peter Thiel not backing Republican candidates because they focus too much on culture war issues. A Fox News poll saying that a supermajority of their respondents believe that they're, like people with trans households are under threat of political attack. I feel like we might be rolling up to potentially an okay 2024 run in spite of Biden being our guy.
I'm very optimistic about 2024. I feel like we are doing the work that we need to be doing. We're building this coalition, and yeah, we are. I mean, we're going to have a repeat of 2022. They said red tsunami, red wave, we're coming in, we're going to crush it, and pulled that rug out right out from under them. So 2024, we've got the same thing teed up. We're swinging the swing states blue. This year, we're looking at Virginia. We want to make it Virginia. So we did it in Georgia. We're going on up to Virginia. We're just knocking them down one by one. I do agree with a lot of what you've been saying about the overextension, and I feel like we are seeing that electorally. That they're struggling to get their base motivated to go out and vote. These culture war issues and uh, the intensity of their rhetoric is just not connecting with the average everyday voter, whereas progressives are stepping in saying, hey, I have solutions to your problems. Here's how I want to measurably make your life better. And that is more and more resonating with people and getting people motivated, and especially among Gen Z voters coming out in historic numbers. So,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
very
I'm
hopeful.
yes, the clock is really ticking for the GOP because young voters are so ridiculously left-leaning compared to the median voter. It's very inspiring to see. And I'm hopeful for the future on those grounds at least. I think I think that in addition to that, we're seeing like an inability for the GOP to switch its rhetoric to adjust appropriately. They did a really good job with moving into populism in 2016, right? Like that was very smart. It worked out versus Hillary. And I think the populism angle is still good, but right now they have completely backed off of any like aspirational politics. Here's what we can do to build a better future for America. It's all defensive stuff. Or, well,
Yeah.
obviously they're being offensive in their attacks on trans people, but the way they frame it as like, we're protecting from this trans degeneracy and so on, um, it's not good and inspiring hope. I think that it leads to burnout, and I think it leads, a lot of people's sympathy flags start to get tripped because it's pretty difficult to maintain a like 7-year long campaign against transgender people without at least a couple of Republicans going, wow, seems like a bit much. Maybe some wedge voters will come over on these issues.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% see that as a possibility, and have experienced that in my life in people that I have connections with. Uh, I'm down in the South in Louisiana, deeply red area, come from a red family, and I've been able to pull slowly but surely family members over to voting for Democratic candidates when Republicans just cross some of those lines. And everyone has their lines. And I think more and more we're seeing people either moving over or just becoming unmotivated to go out and vote for Republican candidates and support. So where we come in is we need to make sure that everyone who wants to support a Democrat candidate, who wants to support a progressive, knows when their election day is, knows where their voting place is, and has that access, especially with all the lingering voter restrictions that Republicans have been able to put through. So that's mostly what we're doing with phone banking and canvassing, is just giving people those resources and those tools to make sure that they make their voices heard.
And as I've said before, engaging nonstop with politics when when not directly contributing to it or being involved in it, I think can be pretty bad for your mental health. I feel like I'm involved because I have a platform, But if I was just listening to politics 24/7 without actually doing anything about it, this stuff is it's all very online. That's not to say it's not important, but I think the fundamental humanizing experience of getting out there and just talking to a median voter once in a while is it's very, very important. And the median voter, by the way, is insane. They're in a different galaxy from you guys. You don't even know. They're in a whole other world. You talk to them. The stuff that motivates, the stuff that matters to the median voter is unfathomable to us. It's incredible stuff. And yet you really got to see it to believe it, okay? So you guys should get out there, do some PV stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I number one way to fight doomerism really is to volunteer. I That is one of the number one responses that I've gotten from people is that it's just so encouraging to come together with a group of like-minded people of just to come together as a group and take action and know that you're making that impact. It's really fulfilling. It's honestly hopium central. Yeah, y'all should come check it out. If you want to learn more, want to hear more about our exciting projects, want to vote on our upcoming projects, all hands meeting, and you can join by going to progress.win/Vaush or http blah blah blah. And we're also super fun going to be dropping our first merch drop. So we've got some pretty cool
Ah,
T-shirts here. We're going to be dropping those at the meeting. So if you want to
wait, show it off
support
again.
Progressive Victory.
There we go. Got the cam wide. That's really cute.
Yeah,
All right.
it's great. And we're going to be rolling that out at the meeting. So if you want to get some PV merch, rep PV, that's the place to do it.
I'll get it. I'll get the drip. I think
Oh, it's already on the way to you.
Oh, hey, nice. That's right. You have my mailing box. Then I'll wear the drip. No, I'm very happy to. I'm really happy with all the work that PV has done. And there's something really powerful about door-to-door canvassing as well. I think in large part because it's a form of advocacy that is innately biased towards us. Because proximity is the main determinant in whether a person will be anti-trans, anti-black, anti-gay, whatever. If you know a person from a group, it is so hard to hate them as a group. And canvassing is, in a small way, sure, but still in an important way, a kind of proximity. It's a direct engagement that can only ever work in our favor. Or to put it another way, no median voter who is sort of latently anti-racist would be convinced to be racist by the mere proximity of a white Republican canvasser. But having, a conversation with a black or a gay or a trans or a Latin person, on issues relevant to a median voter can legitimately impress upon them a memory of a positive interaction with a member of that group for years. And it sounds trivial, but not everyone lives in the city, right? I go outside and I see, a goddamn rainbow of ethnic backgrounds. But if you live in a significant portion of the United States, that is not the case.
It's true. Yeah, it's really also just such a powerful experience to connect with voters on the issues that matter to them in their doorways, just having conversations. I don't know, there's something about it. It's a powerful experience. You got to feel it to know it. So hey, you should come volunteer.
I agree completely, and we'll keep up with you guys as well. I'll try to respond to messages faster. Please continue to let me know, and I'll continue to promote stuff as regularly as I can.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time. And just once more, progress.win/Vosh. You can sign up and join the meeting. It's going to be a great time to recap and to hear about where we're going in the rest of the year. So,
Go for it, guys.
um,
Thank you very much, Cam.
yeah, thank you so much.
Take
Have a
care.
good one.